class 624. Are you ready? Let's go. I'm going to say, futuro con going to. I'm going to say a sentence in French. I'm not going to say a sentence either in Spanish or in German. No, I'm going to say a sentence in French, but I haven't said it yet. I haven't said the sentence yet, but I'm going to say it. I promise. And when you say lo prometido es deuda in English, a promise is a promise. So I'm going to say a sentence in French, but I haven't said it yet. I'm going to say it, but I haven't said it yet. And I'm not saying it now because now I'm speaking in English. I'm not speaking French. So I'm not saying it now, but I'm going to say it. Are you ready? Je suis un professeur. All right. Je soy profesor. I'm a teacher. I said it. I said it just 5 seconds ago. I said a sentence in French. Why? Because I know French. I can speak French. If I couldn't speak French, I wouldn't be able to say a sentence in that language. But because I can speak French, or since, puesto que puedo, since I can speak French, I could say a sentence in French. If I hadn't known French, 1 minute ago, if I hadn't known French 1 minute ago, I wouldn't have been able to say it. I wouldn't have been able to say the sentence. All right? And how many times have I said the sentence so far today? How many times have I said that sentence? Only once. I've said it only once. I haven't said it twice. All right. I'm looking at you. I'm speaking to you. You're listening to me. I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you English. Why? Because I'm an English teacher. If I weren't an English teacher, I wouldn't be here teaching English on television. And if your English were perfect, is your English perfect? It's not. Okay. Since your English isn't perfect, you want to improve it. If your English were perfect, you wouldn't need to be here listening to me or watching me. You wouldn't need to be here if your English were perfect. And did you watch me yesterday? You did. Why? Because your English yesterday wasn't perfect. Okay, good. If your English yesterday had been perfect, yesterday you wouldn't have watched this program. Although some people watch this program simply for entertainment. Some native speakers, some English teachers watch this program perhaps to copy my style or to learn a different approach to teaching. All right, I'm going to take off my watch. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off with my right hand. I'm not going to take it off with my left hand because I can't. It's impossible to take off my watch with my left hand because my watch is on my wrist, on my left wrist. This is a wristwatch. It's not a pocket watch. This is a wristwatch. And I'm going to take it off. But I haven't taken it off yet because you haven't told me. If you tell me to take it off, I'll take it off. If you tell me to take it off, I'll take it off. But I'm not going to take it off until you tell me to take it off. So I'm waiting for you to tell me. Estoy esperando que me lo digas o que me indiques. I'm waiting for you to tell me to take it off. Gramática pura. Estoy esperando que me digas que me lo quite. I'm waiting for you to tell me to take it off. And I'm not going to take it off until you tell me to take it off. So I'm still waiting. You haven't told me yet. I'm still waiting. You haven't told me yet. Excuse me, would you mind? It's your turn. Tell me to take off my watch. All right, good. What did you say? What did you tell me? You told me. Me dijiste que me quitara. Okay, el reloj. You told me to take off my watch. Okay, I'm going to take off my watch. I'm about to take off my watch. Voy a quitarme el reloj. Estoy a punto de. I'm going to take off my watch. Expreso mis intenciones con going to. Y cuando estoy a punto, about to. Curiosa expresión en inglés. I'm about to take off my watch. And now, I'm in the process of taking off. El proceso de quitarme. De, of, es preposición, gerundio después. I'm in the process of taking off my watch. I'm taking off my watch, or I'm taking my watch off. I'm taking off my watch, or I'm taking my watch off. But I haven't finished taking it off yet. I'm still taking it off. I haven't finished. I'm still taking it off. I haven't finished yet. Yet, yellow yedre yet. I haven't finished yet because I'm still taking it off. All right. Finally, I have taken it off. How many times have I taken off my watch during this class? Well, Richard, you've taken off your watch only once. And why did I take it off? Why did I take it off? Claro, en español de España se diría ¿por qué me lo he quitado? En inglés, ¿por qué me lo quité? Porque es pasado simple. Ya está quitado. Why did I take it off? Well, I took it off because you told me to take it off. All right. And now where's the watch? It's in my right hand. I'm holding it in front of you. Can you see it? I'm holding it in front of you. How long have I been holding it in front of you? Well, I've been holding it. Present perfect continuous. I've been holding it in front of you for 1 minute, I think. And now? You're still holding, Richard, you're still holding it in front of me. Oh. And now? You're still holding it in front of me. And now how long have I been holding the watch in front of you? 2 minutes, okay? You've been holding it in front of me for 2 minutes. Well, tell me to put it back on. Excuse me? Tell me to put it back on. Put it back on. You tell me to put it back on. Tell me to put it back on. Come on, tell me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to tell me to put it back on. I'm waiting for you to tell me to put my watch back on. Okay, good. What? Excuse me? What do you want me to do? You want me to put my watch back on. All right. All right, so what am I doing? I'm putting my watch back on. Have I finished putting it back on yet? Not yet. I'm still putting it back on. I haven't finished yet. I'm still in the process. I haven't finished yet. I'm still in the process. Yeah, to put my watch back on. Un día esto se me rompe. Someday it'll break and then I have a big problem, all right? Yes. All right, now, have I finished? Yes, Richard, you have put your watch back on. You have already completed the task successfully. All right, very good. Okay, now, is the class over yet? No, the class isn't over yet. Is the class still in session? Yes, Richard, the class is still in session. Oh, it's not over yet. No, I haven't finished yet. No, I haven't finished yet. The class isn't over yet. The class hasn't ended yet. So, I have to continue. I have to continue. Now, how many times did I take my watch off? You took your watch off only once. How long did I hold it in front of you? You held it in front of me for maybe 2 minutes. And who told me to put it back on? I did. Claro. ¿Quién me dijo que me lo volviera a poner? Yo. En español sería yo. En inglés, I did. Porque es pasado simple. Who told me? Inicio la pregunta en el pasado simple. Respondes, I did. Yo. Who told me to put it back on? I did. And what would I have... Ask me what I would have done if you had told me to drop it. You see, like this. You know, to drop it. You know, like, whoop. Ask me what I would have done if you had told me to drop it? Richard, what would you have done if I had told you to drop it? I would have dropped it. You would have dropped it. If you had told me to drop it, I would have dropped it. To the floor. Yeah, to the floor. Would your watch have broken if you had dropped it to the floor? If I had dropped my watch, and if it had fallen to the floor, it wouldn't have broken. It wouldn't have broken. No, it wouldn't have broken. Why wouldn't it have broken? Well, if I had dropped my watch and it had fallen, if I had dropped, si hubiera dejado caer, if I had dropped, hubiera caído, and it had fallen to the floor, it wouldn't have broken. No se habría roto. It wouldn't have broken. And why wouldn't it have broken? Because there's a thick carpet. Moqueta aquí. There's a thick carpet on the floor under me. You see? Yes, yeah. And so it wouldn't have broken my watch. Hey, Richard, how long have you had that watch? This watch? I've had this watch for 13 years. Wow, a long time, man. I'm not a watch person. That means I'm not a person with a special predilection for watches. I know some people have 10 different watches. They're crazy. A watch is to know the time. A watch is just a useful instrument for knowing the time. Of course, now with cell phones, we can know the time. It's 11:35 in the morning for me. Not for you, probably. It's 11:35? Yeah, perfect. My watch and my cell phone are perfectly synchronized. They are perfectly synchronized. Now, I've had this watch. I've had this watch for 13 years. Claro, esto dista del castellano. En español se dice, tengo este reloj desde hace 13 años. En primer lugar, en inglés no existe desde hace esa expresión. Decimos for. Y decimos he tenido, porque sigo teniendo. Tuve en el pasado y sigo teniendo. Entonces, cuando unes pasado con presente, hay que usar en inglés el presente perfecto, no el presente. Puedo decir, tengo un reloj que conste, mira, I have, en este caso sí, presente. I have a watch. I have a Movado watch. Tengo un reloj, marca Movado. Ahora lo tengo en español. Tengo un reloj, marca Movado. Lo tengo desde hace 13 años. Okay. I have a Movado watch. I've had it for 13 years. I've had it since the summer of 2009. How do you know? Because I bought it in a shopping mall in Austin, Texas, in August 2009. How do you know? Because I remember buying it. And in 2008, I wasn't in Austin, Texas. And in 2010, I wasn't in Austin, Texas, but it was 2009. So this watch is 13 years old. It's 13 years old. I've had it for 13 years. If I had bought it the following year, then I would have had it for 12 years and not 13. And if I hadn't bought it, I wouldn't have it now. If I had never bought, si nunca hubiera comprado este reloj, if I had never bought this watch, I wouldn't be wearing it now. Condicional continuo. No estaría llevándolo puesto, llevándolo ahora. I wouldn't be wearing it now. All right, my God. Using the structure of the language. All right. Learn to speak up. I call this the focus book, enfocar en estructuras gramaticales. Okay, number 29, list number 29, page 128. Yeah. You know, this is a new studio. This is my 4th class in the new studio. Something is different, Marta, because looking at this, I can read it perfectly now. And in the other studio, I needed to look more carefully. But here, no problem. Page 128. Simple past and past continuous. All right. ¿Eso qué es? Pues ya lo veremos. ¿Qué pasó cuando venías aquí? O cuando estabas viniendo. ¿Qué pasó cuando venías aquí? What happened? Pasado simple. What happened when you were coming? Cuando estabas viniendo, o sea, cuando venías. What happened when you were coming here? What happened when you were coming here? Le vi a él, o lo vi, cuando iba a clase. I saw him when he was going to class. I saw him, or un nativo diría I saw him comiéndose la H de he. I saw him when he was going to class. Si es ella, la vi cuando iba a clase. I saw her when la SH manda. Lo femenino manda más que lo masculino en inglés. I saw her when she was going to class. I saw her when she was going to class. Él, I saw him when he was going to class. Okay. Ahora para cuando tú hables en el futuro, I saw him, aspirando la H, lo recomiendo. I saw him when he was going to class. ¿Qué hacías tú cuando les viste a ellos? ¿O los viste? ¿Qué hacías tú? What were you doing when you saw them? I was eating an ice cream cone. You were what? I was eating an ice cream cone. Un barquillo de helado, un helado. Yeah, I was eating an ice cream. When I saw them, I was eating an ice cream cone. Yeah, what flavor? Pistachio. Oh, you're eating a pistachio. Okay. Was it good? No. I don't like pistachio ice cream. Well, then why were you eating a pistachio ice cream cone? Because another person gave it to me as a gift. Here, Richard. One for you, one for me. And so I ate the pistachio. Did you like it? No. But I saw them while I was eating the ice cream cone. All right, cone. Ahora, ¿a dónde ibas cuando tuviste el accidente? Where were you going? Where were? Yo aspiro la WH de donde, where. Como he dicho mucho, where. Puedo apagar velas con decir where. Yeah. Ahora tengo muchos años. Entonces la tarta tiene muchas velas. Sabes que estás entrando en edad cuando las velas cuestan más que la tarta. ¿A que sí? Entonces I have to blow out. I have to blow out the candles. It's my God, where do I start? I need to have a system, a method. I take a deep breath and where, when, why, who. All right. Con todas las palabras estas clave de quién, dónde, cómo, how, where. Ahora bien, los británicos no. Dicen where, como llevar puesto. ¿Dónde llevas puesto este camisa? Where do you wear? Where do you wear this shirt? Yo, where do you wear? Yo sí diferencio. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Where? ¿A dónde ibas, no? ¿A dónde ibas cuando tuviste el accidente? Where were you going? Si no te sale con where, como llevar puesto. Where were you going? Where were you? Mucho doble aquí. Where were you? Where were you? Where were you going when you had the accident? I was going to the basketball game when I had the accident. Oh. Was it a serious accident? No. Were you injured? Were you hurt in the accident? ¿Te lesionaste? Were you injured? Were you hurt? Son las dos formas. No, I was okay. Nope. Was anybody else involved in the accident? No. No, I hit a tree. You hit a tree? You hit a tree, yeah. Why did you hit a tree? Because I wasn't paying attention. You weren't paying attention? No, I wasn't paying attention. Why weren't you? Weren't you, Carmenchu? Why weren't you paying attention? Because I was looking at a young lady walking on the street, in the sidewalk. And so I wasn't paying attention. ¿A dónde ibas cuando tuviste el accidente? Where were you going? Where were you going? Where are you going? ¿A dónde vas? Where are you going, my little one, little one? Where were you going? Where are you going now? All right. ¿Dónde estaba él cuando se enteró del accidente? Él, cuando se enteró. Where was he when he learned about the accident? ¿Cómo? Where was he when he learned about the accident? Cuando aprendió acerca del accidente. ¿Se dice así? To learn, como aprender, también es enterarse cuando la información te llega a ti, no cuando busques. Si buscas la información es to find out. Voy a averiguar lo que ha pasado. I'm going to find out. Find out. Fonética, find out. De dura en medio. Sonido de. Find out. Find out. Voy a averiguar lo que pasó. I'm going to find out what happened. Pero cuando la información te llega, anda. ¿Sí? ¿Un accidente? I learned about an accident. Aunque find out nos puede valer para lo otro también. ¿Dónde estaba él cuando se enteró del accidente? Where was he? Where was he? Where was he? Was he fuzzy? Was a bear? Where was he? Was he Zaragoza? Where was he? Where was he when he learned about the accident? Learned about. Ahora los británicos dirían seguramente, where was he when he learned about? Porque learned, the verb to learn, in American English is a regular verb. In British English, it's an irregular verb. Every day, un británico diría, oh yes, every day I learn. Yesterday I learned. And lately I have learned. Okay, fine. It's your decision. So, ¿dónde estaba él cuando se enteró del accidente? Where was he when he learned about the accident? ¿Qué hacías cuando oíste la noticia? What were you doing when you heard the news? What was I doing? I was in speech class. In speech class? Clase de discurso? No, speech class is clase de comunicación. Verbal, no escrita. Speech class. In primary school, the last 3 years, year 4, 5, and 6 of primary school, when I was 10 years old, 11 years old, and 12 years old, I and my fellow students had speech class every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday in week 1, Tuesday, Thursday in week 2. It was obligatory. It was mandatory. It was compulsory to take speech class. And on the other days, we had music class. So in week 1, for example, the first week of the month, we had music Monday, Wednesday, Friday, speech Tuesday, Thursday. The following week, the opposite. And in speech class, we had to give talks. We had to read things aloud. We had to give the weather report, the news report, the sports report. We had to do theater. And in the speech class, in the classroom, there was a stage. It was a classroom with a small stage, un escenario. Yeah, bigger than this studio. No estaba mal. And so I and my fellow students, my classmates, we learned how to act in plays. We learned how to speak in public and things. That's speech class. And Richard, why are you talking about speech class? Because the sentence here, ¿qué hacías cuando oíste la noticia? What were you doing when you heard the news? I was sitting at my desk in speech class. How old were you? I was 12. Oh, and what did you hear? I heard the news about the assassination of John Kennedy. I was in the speech class, and the door was behind me. The music teacher came and opened the door and told the class that John Kennedy had been assassinated. And so that's where I was when I heard the news. It says here, ¿qué hacías cuando oíste la noticia? What were you doing, no? Oh, ¿dónde estabas? Where were you? What were you doing when you heard the news? I was sitting in speech class when I heard the news. Él bajaba de su coche cuando la bomba estalló. O sea, él bajaba desde su coche cuando la bomba estalló. He was getting out of his car when the bomb exploded. Was he injured? No, he wasn't. All right, menos mal. It's a good thing. See you tomorrow.